Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of Bahrain Today. Join us as we bring entertaining segments highlighting a variety of topics and initiatives. Before we get started, I would like to welcome you to contact us via our social accounts shown on the screen. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. Bahrain Inspires Initiatives is a Bahraini youth team that has proven its presence strongly on the scientific and social scene. They have an exceptional role in inspiration and advancing youth development and sustainable development in all fields. Let's watch this report for more. And we have here in our studio the initiative team to know more information about it. Mr. Abdul Qadir, welcome. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thanks for being here. So tell us about the amazing initiative and how it all started.
Yeah. Actually, the beginning of our team, thank you for the nice presentation, by the way. Our team started in July 2018. A group of young people, so to say. I'm the oldest one in the group.
You're very young. They must be too young.
Yeah. They
right.
are actually they are studying in the university.
Yes, sir.
In the secondary school. Our aim is to attract young mind and young people to be active and to be positive in activities in the society. I mean activities inside and outside. We have, for example, track field, and inside, like we started a program at Sharif Al Awadi Summer Club, and
Yes.
it was divided into two parts. Part number one was in the early morning, and the second one was in the afternoon. And really, it was an amazing experience during the summer of 2018. Yeah.
Great. And you're getting ready for summer 2019 now?
2019?
2020, apologize.
Yeah, we are
Okay.
ready, and we have the program, and all the members of the team are ready to present their best. I mean, not the best, but we think it's the best. But
Inshallah,
as it goes also with the people
Okay.
comment on it.
So
It's
how did it improve from 2018 to 2019, and then now it will even improve a little bit further? Would you
Actually, we went through many experiences.
say? Mm-hmm.
First, we started to work privately. I mean, in private places. Then, after that, we did or achieved many events
Yes.
with the governmental, institutions.
Great.
And we have our name now, and
Great.
we can say we did well. Yeah.
Impressive. What are the ways to advance this initiative to achieve sustainable development goals?
Actually, we are since we are working with young minds and with young people in general, it means you can plant something on them, which will be reflected on their characters.
Yeah.
So if you own the young at this time, the young people, it means you will own
The future.
Yeah. Yes. Young mind. Thank you for this.
They will own the future. Yeah.
So we encourage them in many different ways. Our job in general is not just to force them or just to give them, okay, do this and follow this. No, this is not our job. We give them the chance, we bring them the material, and just go ahead, do this. We are just, our role is just to guide you, to write comments on your work, but we will not judge you, because you are the one who will lead the future.
So and for them to have more independent, and, more. They don't want to. You don't want to make them insecure. They practice the way they like. But you know, we have some standards to follow. Not only just go take the materials and do whatever you like. No, it's not like this. We give them the chance. We provide them with the knowledge, the basic knowledge. Then you just go create. And by creation, it means something new. Something maybe as a older member of the team we cannot create, but for them it's okay. They can create this. As simple as this. We encourage them because they are the future. As simple as this. Definitely. And how do you see their character growing before and after that?
Actually, we saw this when we have, for example, a new event. The same people will come back again. If they come back again, it means that we did something. We changed something. Not only this, but also sometimes they bring their friends, their families. Now we have a big group of people who are joining us, and they are trying to help with their best to support the team and to see the achievement, because they experience something on their kids. So if they didn't experience anything, it means they will not come back again. They will not contact you. They will not call you, what is the new event? Do you have anything
They must have been enjoying their times as well.
So in this mentality or this attitude by the parents and the kids, we feel that we did our best, and we are thankful now because our work is reflected on them. As simple as this.
That's great. That's great. So tell us about the training workshop on the initiative team.
Actually, as I mentioned before, we did many activities inside and outside. Inside, it means inside the building, by the way, not outside. And outside, we went in many places. These events and these workshops, they concentrate on one thing.
What is it?
Children. Children. And even we worked on some ideas. I think they will be ready concerning these events and these workshops. It's not a big secret, but we will not say it now. But inshallah, you will see it in the future.
Very soon.
We keep
this
our
coming
secrets.
Summer.
Inshallah.
So, and what about the interaction of the participants in the workshops?
Really, I told you before, when they called again and again and again.
When are you going to do it again?
Yes, this is the point. And even they call us. We have, for example, a child, 4 years or 3 years. We want him to be with you. We say it's okay. Maybe we'll find him a place. It means that we change something. When they still contacting with us, when they are asking and they ask about the events in summer and before summer, after summer, because you know, some people are planning to travel during summer.
Yes, true.
So most of them, they are asking. So I'm not telling you that we are #1, but they are, at least they are asking.
All right, fair enough. So any last word and invitation to the young people who are watching us today?
Actually, I want to say one thing, and maybe I add something else.
All right.
Start simple.
Start simple.
Yeah.
They say simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then don't care about photos and media. I don't say this in the negative way, but just do your work. Be loyal to your work. Don't show that I want just to take attention of other people. No.
Nicely
You
said.
will work for a time, then after that you will find yourself, no.
You should work for
Yeah,
yourself,
is it me?
right?
Is it me? I was planning like this? No, it's not like this. Be loyal to your work and achieve your best. And the most important thing is to start simple, because simplicity is the world is created out of simple things. So why don't we start simple?
Beautifully said. Thank you, Mr. Abdel Qadir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back for more. CFA Society Bahrain, the Kingdom's preeminent association of local investment professionals and local representative of CFA Institute, received a national award for their efforts in the advancement of Bahraini women. Her Royal Highness Princess Sabicha bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa Award for advancement of Bahraini women, which was recently held in the Kingdom. With us today is Vice President of CFA Society Bahrain, Dr. Ali Al Moulani. Thank you for joining us, Doctor. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. Thank you for the invitation, Mohammed.
It's our pleasure. So congratulations on winning the award. Can you tell us more about the CFA's effort in empowering women and what made you eligible to win?
If you may allow me, Mohammed, let me tell you, just give you some background.
Please
it's
go for it.
A small story
Go
about
for it.
11 years ago, I've received my charter, around 2009.
All right.
And after receiving the charter, I've started attending the events of the CFA Society in Bahrain. And in one of those events, I've met a lady called Lamisa Baharna. And she introduced me to the society from the other kind of side.
What side was that?
The volunteering side. She showed me what's been done, how it's been done, and she invited me to attend one of the meetings.
Great.
Since then, it's all been history.
Okay.
And I've been with the society all throughout. Why I'm saying that? I'm trying to just convey that it's part of the DNA of the society itself to have women there in the leadership. Lamis was a board member around that time, and today she's a role model for many of us, whether women or men, and she's leading the an executive team in Oman at the moment.
Wow.
So in a financial institution.
Yes, sir.
So coming back to what made us eligible.
Yes, sir.
I think we came a long way as a society in terms of contributing to the inclusion of women in the sector. If you look at our numbers, half of our board are women.
Wow.
44% of our chairs are ladies.
Wow.
Add to that, substantial number of our members are also females.
Respect.
That shows how the society managed over the time to get to where it stands today. And in Bahrain, you know, I've mentioned earlier that it's part of the DNA of the society, but it's even the bigger community.
Right.
Women in Bahrain today represent 39% of the workforce in the financial sector.
Wow.
We have 14,000 working in that sector, and
Wow.
39% is substantial.
Yes, sir.
33% of the executives or the senior managers are ladies. So that is something that we really admire,
Of course.
and we work towards. We have many programs that contribute to that goal, and many activities that contribute to that goal.
And would you say this is what made you eligible?
Indeed, we whether it's conferences, certain projects where women's participation and women's support is very is well anchored.
Excellent. So how do you value the work of the Supreme Council for Women in this regard, and how do you enhance the joint corporation?
I think the efforts by the Supreme Council is admirable, in the sense it provided the civil societies with more visibility in terms of what they are contributing to that.
Okay.
We always had, as a community in Bahrain, a great participation of women in the sector in general,
Right.
or in the civil activities and volunteering. However, when it comes to really contemplating and reflecting on what's kind of on the numbers and seeing how we can take it to the next level, that really helped us, and also put some incentive with having a prestigious prize at the end of that to kind of expedite the efforts
Right.
towards that goal.
So what kind of opportunities do you provide for Bahraini women in regards to further enhance them with the requirements of the labor market?
We have a number of programs, as I mentioned earlier, as well as initiatives. One that we held last year is a regional conference.
Right.
CFA society is also the chapter of the CFA in Bahrain. The CFA as a designation and the CFA Institute spreads over 165 countries,
Okay.
with 154,000 charter holders globally.
Right.
In Bahrain, we held the first regional forum for diversity and inclusion of women.
Wow.
And that was well received, both at the in Bahrain as well as the region,
Regional.
and as well as I think to add from the institute itself. Bahrain surprised many with their kind of positioning.
Don't we always?
I think that's very true, but I don't think we talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
The fact that we are here today and talking about this adds to kind of our to that kind of direction. The institute was happy that our numbers, compared globally, are very high in terms of the participation of women
Great.
in the society. And when we held that conference, we kind of showcased the experience of Bahrain. In that conference, we had around 150 participants. Around 58% were ladies.
Wow. That's more than 50. That's
yes.
more than half.
Yes, speakers, around 75% of the 16 speakers were women,
Wow.
with success stories to share with the participants. And we had people coming from all over the region to hear that. So that is one area where we kind of contribute to it. We have number of projects like the Research Challenge, we have Mutamahan, and we have Qadwa.
Right.
These are 3 projects that we run, and they have their own theme and their own objective. And they all contribute to the development and to the inclusion of women. Let me give you an example.
Please do.
One of the examples is the Research Challenge. The Research Challenge is a competition
Right.
whereby university students will participate in preparing and presenting financial research on a stock. So they will do that
Any kind of stock.
listed in Bahrain.
Oh, okay.
So out of usually every year we have 4 or 5 universities participating with teams, and the winner will go to a regional challenge or to a regional kind of round, which takes them usually to face our neighbors as well as Europe or in the European universities.
Right.
Finally, they go to the US.
Oh, okay.
So the number of Bahraini students that went and represented the society and Bahrain in those forums came back, received their charter after studying hard for them, joined the financial markets. Add to that, they are also now board members and committee chairs or chairwomen.
Wow.
So we are so proud of how long, or those kind of small contribution over 4 or 5 years they can go.
It's
from
impressive.
taking a student to the labor market, as well as to providing or giving back to community.
Impressive.
So
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Doc, is there anything you'd like to add before we conclude the segment?
well, I think we are, as I said earlier, in Bahrain we are doing a lot in terms of empowering women,
Yes.
and that we need to share it more and to share the success stories more, and to us, especially the husbands, the brothers, the fathers,
We should support them.
support more and more.
Yes, sir.
Because the biggest success stories come when you look and when you discuss it, you will find there is also someone involved in supporting
Of course.
that female.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much. You have a good day now.
Thank you very much.
Viewers, don't go away. We'll be right back for more. Rock Candy is Bahrain's first artisan vegan chocolatiers, using 100% sustainable cocoa and handmade right here in Bahrain, specializing in 100% vegan chocolates and desserts, as well as smoothies and smoothie bowls, sandwiches, and more, featuring vegan options that are refined, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, and much healthier for you. Today with us in the studio are co-founder of Raw Candy, Phoebe and Olivia Middleton. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. So, ladies, would you tell us about how Raw Candy started and what inspired you to start such a business?
Yeah, of course. I think firstly, I'll just note that there's a missing sister. So there's normally 3 of us.
Right.
She's a little camera shy, let's say.
Fair
She's
enough.
actually traveling, so I shouldn't
Okay,
say.
cool.
But
Good excuse.
Yeah, good excuse, right? But that's Sophie as well. So
Right.
Phoebe, Sophie, Olivia. And we've always just been, I think, super interested in food, first of all.
Cool.
We have sort of grandparents, Italian and Greek backgrounds,
wow.
which, when you were around those types of people,
Right.
we
You
love
eat a
dessert.
lot.
We love dessert. I think that's the biggest thing.
Dessert was the
We
big
love
food
desserts.
is the thing.
We come from a really big family. Our
Lots of
mum-
social gatherings.
Yeah, loads of
family
social
Lots of
gatherings.
food.
Loads of food. I mean, any excuse to have cake,
Right.
we will totally just bake.
Right on.
And I think over the years we started to sort of realize we noticed sugar's not great for you, right?
Right, unfortunately.
I grew up also I was sort of allergic to my mum's milk as a kid. So there's always, I've had restrictions, but also I used to gorge myself. I was talking to you about this earlier, on Reese's Pieces cups. I don't know if you were the same. I would steal from my mum's, she'd have this chocolate box growing up, and I would just eat one after another. I mean, it was just really not okay.
Right.
But so, we just really had a passion for it. My mum's a big baker. She doesn't eat them, but she bakes for people,
Right.
which is really funny. We have a big family. There's 5 girls in our family. So, so that was really sort of the initial inspiration.
Okay.
And then we just started to really enjoy making it.
Cool.
And now we're here, we're in Bahrain. We noticed there was a real lack of it when we first started.
Right.
And now we're here, 5 years
Cool.
later almost.
5
right?
years?
Well, sorry, 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
Right
4 years
on.
later. Yeah. Olivia joined
Olivia.
us
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
we forced her out of Dubai and told her it's so much better here. And so she's here with us.
Cool. So, and what makes Raw Candy different from other chocolates?
Right, so, well, initially it's vegan. So I think the missing ingredient that people normally would find in chocolate in the supermarket, let's say, is dairy, right?
Yeah.
But if you probably go to the proper dark chocolate, there's no dairy really in it.
It's too bitter.
Yes, right. So it depends on the quality of the bean. It depends on also what we use to sweeten. We don't use a refined sugar, like a white sugar. We use a coconut sugar, which is healthier for you. There's lower GI. It just means that you won't spike so much. And also I find it complements the cacao so much nicer than an actual, the white sugar does.
It does, huh?
Personally. Anyway, I don't know, that's how I feel.
No, it can take away, like white sugars and processed sugars can take away from the actual taste of the chocolate.
Right.
Yeah.
So most people will come up and say, oh, I love dark chocolate, and they'll try our stuff and they'll be like, oh, that's not what I'm used to. And you ask them about the brands they'd have, and it literally is. I was like, yes, we're not. When you look at the back of our ingredients, you can understand everything that you see.
Right.
And that's hugely important to us. And I think also the other thing is we don't heat the chocolate to a really high temperature. So if you go into the supermarket, the candy bar that you're probably taking is about 20%, if that, of actual chocolate. And that chocolate that you've got that's 20% has been heated to such a high temperature that it's destroyed any nutrition that's in it, that's in it.
And cocoa is a superfood.
So
we actually it's healthy for you.
Absolutely. I mean, we have some clients who are cancer survivors, who are in remission, who are actually going through chemo, who come and are allowed to have our stuff initially, but love it as well, you know. So there's so much to, I mean, I could sit here and tell you so many facts. You could probably Google it, but you know, I mean, it's like 40 times more antioxidants than blueberries, for example. That's one thing. It's really, really actually quite good for us. Everything in moderation, right?
Obviously,
right. So, but it's just,
not only healthy, also delicious.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I know.
You're welcome. So,
I mean,
Olivia, my next question is to you. Can we, what's Raw Candy's vision?
So Raw Candy for 2020 to 2021, we're looking to expand. So we are currently looking to move into a slightly larger space, and we are creating an even bigger menu. So that's great, which means that we're expanding on our bakery section, on our sweets. We're introducing ice cream and our savouries as well. That's another thing. Yes,
That's
ice cream. It's a beautiful thing. One of my favourite.
Dairy-free ice cream.
Yeah, dairy-free.
Right about time.
Yeah.
Please have matcha ice cream.
We will.
With a little bit sesame added in there.
Oh,
so why
don't you come and do some recipe testing?
Definitely,
with us?
I would love to do that. Definitely. Sounds good. So is that it?
The expansion into, so we're going to move into a new branch, bigger space. You'll actually be able to see all the process of how the chocolate is made. All of our staff will be on show. And we're also going to be expanding within Bahrain to places like maybe Rifa or Janabia. And then after that, we've also got plans for Saudi and
franchise.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
And where can we find you right now? Where are you?
I'll let you answer that.
I know, but it's just for the audience.
We're in 7 different places at the moment. So we're in Roots and Poke Cafe. We're in Neo Bookstore. We're also in Latte Art. We're in Paper Cup. We're in Higher Grounds and Warrior One. So all around.
And in Maya Tower.
Yes, and
your main branch.
Yeah, our main branch. But we are pushing to be in more places, and we are on Carriage and Taliban, things like that as well. But just come see us. Yeah, it's super fun and super cool.
Exactly.
And
yeah, we're always there as well. I think that's what makes us different, is that we're very committed to what we're giving for the brand. I, for myself, was transitioning from being pescatarian, vegetarian to being vegan when I first moved here. So my sister's shop was such a huge help for me. Like, I think without them, I probably would have suffered majorly, especially when it came to chocolate. Some of my favourite things are chocolate. So.
But I have to say one thing. You do not have to be vegan to have our stuff.
Of course, no.
We are about balance. Like, if you have, some people, I always say to people, if you've had a really tough weekend where you've been out, having fun, spend the next week feeling a bit better, but still having some yummy stuff, you know. But it's not all or nothing in this life. I think we are so quick to put each other in a box, and it's and also I think we're trying to sort of rebrand a little bit what being vegan means. I think in the past being people think it's very hippie or bird food or,
Right.
or a little bit, but healthy food doesn't have to be like that,
Yeah,
right?
not at all.
That's hugely.
And again, I keep on saying it is delicious. You
Yes.
can make it tasty and not only healthy, it's also tasty, because once you say healthy, you go like, how does it taste like?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tasteless?
Yeah,
No,
they
you know, I don't-
always say that
Exactly.
to us.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's gluten-free, dairy-free. They're like, fun-free? I was like, maybe not that. I was like, no, try it. Because me and my sister always said at the beginning of this, I don't want to sell it if it feels like it's not proper chocolate or dessert, or we're doing cinnamon buns now. I want
Oh,
it to
yeah.
be like, as if you think you're going to the normal place that, you
Right.
know, so, yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank
That
you.
was very informative.
Thank you.
Best of luck
Thank
in
you.
your expansion.
Thank you. Come visit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Viewers, that was a nice segment, wasn't it? Don't go away. We'll be right back. And that's all for this evening. We thank all our guests who are with us today, and we will see you next time on Bahrain Today. If you'd like to be with us on the show or have suggestions or questions for us, then contact us via our account shown on the screen. Goodbye and God bless.